Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and today we have a prediction video for Saturday night's main event. It's kind of a weird one because it seems like we're only gonna get three matches. Maybe something will pop up for SmackDown. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to like insert a open challenge for Carmelo if he wants to do like two nights in a row. That would be a great decision to do so we get to four because three matches on here just seems like it's going to be kind of insanely stupid. Nothing against, I'll still watch it, but I'm just saying, like, it kind of feels like it's a bad call to do here. So let's talk about everything. So right off the bat, the first match they announced, and pretty much the only match that I'm excited about, is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. First defense for Riho. I'm going to be very excited about this. They're two of my favorite wrestlers, so I think it's going to be a good match. I think this has potential to probably be the best match of the night. I hope they give them enough time because that's the only thing I'm kind of concerned on. I know they're going to hopefully build it where Roxanne takes the pin, so Liv wants to, eventually turn on her and stuff. So I'm hoping that's kind of what they're going to be building on. I think overall, like, it's kind of a no-brainer. There's no way that Rhea and Io should lose on a just Saturday night main event for one, and two, lose the titles on their first defense. Like, either way, they built this up so much just for them to lose. Just sounds like the dumbest thing to do. So I think that one's kind of the lock pick. Next up, we have Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. Honestly, I think it's going to be a pretty fun match. I mean, I know they kind of have this almost forced rivalry because Jacob cost Cody the title, even though I don't really know why he even would have attacked Cody or Cody would have attacked him. They would have just continued the match. I don't really understand that. I think it was just kind of forced. I mean, it's interesting. It kind of changes up things and changes the course of WrestleMania's going into it. So I guess I'm cool with it. I feel like they just never let Cody actually have a legitimate title run because I know he's gonna probably have the title at WrestleMania or get something from there, and I think after that they still won't let him do anything. It's just been a disaster, and I don't know why because he has everything, and unless he turns heel, I don't want to see it again. So overall, I think in this match, I think Cody Rhodes wins here. I honestly could see Jacob Fatu winning just because of like it makes sense, but I honestly just could not care less. I think the rivalry and the match itself will be fun, but I don't think it really matters on who wins and loses because they're gonna probably fight fight on a couple SmackDowns and maybe even at the Royal Rumble, which I hope they don't because I think they both should be in it. So it just kind of feels like it's maybe a one-off, and it just kind of feels random to have on Saturday Night Main Event. So we'll see about it. They'll probably have some type of promo on SmackDown before that, so it will all add up to something. Next up is probably the most we have no clue what is going to happen is the number one contendership match, fatal four-way for Drew's title. It's going to be Randy Orton versus Trick Williams versus Damian Priest versus Sami Zayn. Now, there's a lot that could come from this. If we have the feeling that Drew is going to retain against whoever, I think Damian Priest, Sami Zayn have a much better shot, even Trick Williams. But I think like a lot of people believe Randy Orton is possibly going to win this, but it's like Randy versus Drew, they've kind of already been teasing. I don't think they really necessarily have to have that, but I don't think they really know what they're doing at this point. I think they're kind of just trying to get it to the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber season where everybody's trying to get that spots. This could very possibly go to Sami Zayn just as a mini feud. I think pretty much whoever wins here is going to be kind of locked out of winning or getting the Royal Rumble. I think whoever wins this will have Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble next week. So it's like one of those things, like depending on what you want to be in, it's kind of like, do you want to be in the match or do you actually want to be in the Rumble match? Because me personally, I'd rather be in the Rumble match because it's just one of the best like PLE type things. Because more than likely, Drew's retaining either way, so like, why not be in the Royal Rumble match? And I guess you could do double duty and do both, but I think it's going to be Randy Orton. I think Randy's going to win this. I would not be surprised if we saw something crazy like Trick Williams just kind of pulling it off. I think Damian Priest for sure is going to be the one that takes the pin. I think he's been given a few wins lately that he can kind of take the pin here, and I don't think it'd be as bad. I think Sammy coming back from, he had the U.S. Open Challenge, and then he hasn't really done anything. I think him losing here and taking the pin would be a very bad idea. And like I said, Trick Williams doesn't really need to be taking it if he's on his first hot rookie year. I feel like there's a good shot that you just don't do anything here. You just let him win and let him do stuff. So I guess we'll see what happens. I have to add another match. Like I said, I think Carmelo's Open Challenge could be an interesting one. Other than that, I think they have nothing else that they can add to it. But I guess we'll see. Until next time, this has been Japan. Tell me if you guys are watching it and what you guys think is going to happen. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.